Thanks for tuning in to Palermo's Hot Rods and Customs. I'm Dylan, and today we're going to be trying to finish the e-brake install on the 31. As you saw in maybe one of my last videos, we took apart the rear brakes, replaced everything, new pads, new drums, new cylinders, so those should be pretty good. Might need to bleed them again, but that's not too big of a problem. But I've really been needing to finish up this e-brake install. That's kind of one of the last things that I need to at least get this thing out and driving. I also recently got a new bench seat. I'll put some pictures here of how that fits inside the Ford. Looks awesome, but I'm gonna have to also fabricate up some new brackets. I'll show you here. These are kind of the side brackets that hold the top half to the lower half, and they're a little thick. This one not so much. This one definitely, because it's got the handle for the adjustment, and I'm gonna ditch that. I'm gonna have no adjustment. It's just gonna be fixed just how it is. I got some steel sheeting that I'm going to be making a template for, but all of that will be in another video, hopefully right after I finish the e-brake on this. So let's dive in. So right now we're at this point here. I've got the hole in that center tunnel where the e-brake is going to go. The only issue I have is that the drive shaft and the rest of the transmission are pretty close to that. So I'm having to customize the hardware a little bit so that will work. All right, so I took the e-brake handle and I got this far. I had to drill a smaller hole in this bracket. It's pretty tight, but I just looped a zip tie through to make sure it doesn't move around at all. But yeah, I'm gonna get underneath and bolt this up so this is nice and solid. We'll go from there. All right, so I just got underneath and I tightened all these bolts up. That's solid. On to the next step. All right, so I'm back underneath the car. This is gonna be my challenge now. So I need to get this fitting looped up on that there. Probably one of the hardest parts of the install so far is getting this stupid cotter pin in so this doesn't go anywhere. But now that's in, now I can start mocking up the lines, get that little connector piece installed, and then cut down the e-brake line. Should be good to go. So now that the e-brake is installed, the handle portion at least, I have to install this little piece here, which the e-brake cable feeds into here, and then the inner cable is what runs out of here and connects to the e-brake itself. All right, so I'm back under the car. I got that bracket bolted in. This one's set here. The cables will run up to there. The inner wire will feed out and go into those guys right there. So next is the scary part of cutting down the e-brake cable. All right, so I marked up with some tape. I'm gonna do the cut right before this blue tape. I'm gonna use a Dremel. I know I was doing a lot of research online after I installed the cable, and it says that you should remove the inner cable before cutting this. You should cut them in two separate pieces, but I like to live life on the edge. So we'll see. I used a Dremel before just as a test, and I was able to cut this without hitting the inner liner, so I'm pretty confident that I can zap these two out. Then all that's left to do is to feed it through and then cut down that inner cable wire to the length I need. So I'm gonna set up a time lapse of me cutting these down and go from there. All right, so the first side, I got absolutely perfect. Didn't nick any of the wire underneath. So now onto the other side. And once again, the other side, cut absolutely perfectly. No frays on the inside wire. Good to go. So now I'm back underneath the car. I ran these lines through. Now the only thing I need to determine is how long the inner cables need to be for this piece right here. So I'm gonna measure those up, pull these back out, and cut that inner line to length. All right, so now I have marked where I'm gonna cut the inner wire on each. So now I'm gonna cut those and I can put this whole thing together and test if it works. There you have it. Had that piece of tape on there, so it kept it from fraying or unraveling. Now let's install this bad boy. All right, so I'm back underneath the car. I got the cables ran through this piece here. Inner cables made up here. I gave them a hand snug for now. I'm sure I'm gonna have to do some adjustments. I apologize for not filming under here, but we got limited amount of space. So now let's go into the cabin and see how I'm gonna have to adjust this. All right, so quick little update here. I went to start adjusting the cables and the driver's side felt super loose. And I pulled up on the e-brake a couple times and the passenger side was tightening up, but the driver's side wasn't getting any tighter. So what I ended up having to do was take the wheels off, pull the drums off, and take a look, and come to find out on the driver's side, between messing around with everything, and it's been a while since I did those brakes, and I kind of drove it back and forth a couple times in the driveway, the cable with the ball on the end actually popped out of the bracket that it was sitting in. So had to take the wheel off, had to take some of the brake components off to get back in there to loop the little ball into the bracket. But now I'm pretty excited about this. I have it pretty much dialed in. Let me show you. So I'll show you right now. I got it somewhat adjusted. E-brake is up right now. This ain't going anywhere. Now onto this side. That's solid. Ain't going anywhere. So I'm gonna come in here, drop the e-brake down. We got movement. So that's about it. Honestly, wasn't too hard of an install. Just time consuming. You have to make sure everything is cut right, that you don't cut through the lines, that everything lines up correctly. But yeah, overall this project is pretty much done. There's obviously more things I want to do. I am going to put a little leather boot over the e-brake just so it looks a little bit nicer in there. Other than that, all I have to do is get the bench seat ready and should be good to go.
If you like this video, feel free to subscribe. We're gonna be making more content, more videos, more content, more videos of my hot rod in my brother's custom. So stay tuned, it's gonna be a wild ride and an even wilder summer. So, thanks for watching, see you guys next time.